industry. I was a car wholesaler prior to Stream. I bought and sold 500 cars a month. People say, wow, that sounds great. I'm the person, anytime you run into people in this business that create a little bit of success, I'm the stereotype of, I made enough money, but I had no time to spend it. And I always like to start this, anytime I speak, is this. I don't care if you make $1 million a year. Congratulations. If you don't have any time for yourself or to spend with your family, you are broke on a whole different level. That was me. I was buried in my job, but I loved it because my bank account was big. And when this got approached to me by my older brother, Chris, he said the deregulation game is about to start in Pennsylvania. I said, what is deregulation? He said, it's where something happens here and now they have a choice and this and that. I said, dude, I'm a car guy. I said, I don't care unless they deregulate cars, then I'm out. He said, no, you don't understand. It's the largest transfer of wealth this country's ever going to see. People are going to have a choice. He said, we have to get involved. I blew him off. I finally went and looked at a presentation because my brother, we're very close family. I'm very thankful for the family I have. And he said, just take a look, you have to. So I went and looked at it. It wasn't for me. So guys, if you're bugging somebody to do this, understand it took me about 3 or 4 weeks to join the business. The reason I joined was just because my brother wouldn't shut up. I finally joined to shut him up. I said, just take the money and I don't want anything to do with this. But he said, look, it's going to be easy for you because you already have the mindset of creating success and creating goals and crushing them. He said, just implement into this. I didn't. So my man, what's your name back there who just got 3 points? Tom, congratulations on that. Thanks. I did not take it seriously in the beginning. I just did it to shut my brother up. I got a couple customers, I did this and that. It wasn't until a couple months later when my best friend Ryan Morris, who we all know is Ryan was a national director, he's now the senior vice president of sales. He took a corporate role to help take this company to the next level. Ryan came to my car lot one day and said, describe what you do. Guys, if you just put it in your own terms of what you do, this business is easy to describe as far as residual income. I describe this. I buy cars from dealerships that you trade in, that most of the time you people just make it run good enough so it gets to the dealership, and then I buy it and I break down. But anyway, so I buy cars from dealerships that were traded in they don't want to keep. I recon them if they need painting, if they need detail, whatever. And then I sell them at the auction every Wednesday. I run anywhere from 100 to 125 cars through the auction every Wednesday. And he said, that's great, but what happens if you don't show up to work? I said, it's impossible. I said, because in the car business, especially in the wholesale business, if you trade in that sweet Honda Civic with 98,000 miles that everybody wants, I'm going to miss my paycheck. He said, no, seriously. He said, what happens if you don't show up? I said, I don't get paid. I don't have sick days. I don't have hourly wage. I don't have a salary. I don't have anything. If I don't make money for my boss, I don't make money for myself. He said, put residual income into your terms. You buy and sell the car and get a check. Imagine getting paid every time somebody started the car you sold them. So imagine that. I sell you a car, and every time you start the car, I get a quarter. Quarter adds up because you start your car a lot, right? He said, here's the deal, and I watch you at this. And you know what's funny? I'm very thankful for this week. I sat with a woman last week she just opened my mind up. And my boss back in the day, he's a great man. He was my mentor in the automotive industry. Without him, I would never be where I am today. Actually, babe, can you leave that open? Oh, this is about to walk in. I don't want to stand in the hallway for an hour. He is an amazing man, and he taught me how to be successful in the car industry. And Ryan said, you're building dreams for somebody who doesn't appreciate what you do on a day-to-day basis. And God forbid something happens to that person, whatever, at the end of the day, you have to start over. I said, you're right. I said, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. He said, dude, take what you've learned in the car business. Forget the cars, your mindset, your drive, your blood you've created of just go get it, right? And put it in a stream, you'll move mountains. It's amazing. So I sat there and thought to myself, I was very in a bad spot. Everything happens for a reason in your life. I'm telling you, I don't care if you believe it or not. Everything happens for a reason. Ryan Morris met my brother for a reason, and then he met me. He got me out of a bad spot, which means I didn't realize how miserable I was in the car business. I don't care how big your bank account is. You could die tomorrow morning. So at the end of the day, I looked at Ryan and I said, be my mentor. Number one. He said, yes, I will be your mentor. So I went crazy. I went all in. And I say that because I was in a bad spot at the time, meaning I was surrounded by so many negative people in the car business. Everybody hated each other because you're all my enemies and you're taking food out of my family's mouth. I'm not like that. If you own a car dealership, I'm high-fiving you because you know what? There's enough cars in the world to go around. So the negative is this. I used to say my boss this and that in a negative way, but now I'm very thankful for him, because if I was loving my life in the car business, I would not be in Stream today. So again, remember this. Anytime something negative happens in your life, find a positive out of it if you can, because then you're going to teach that. You're going to duplicate just like we do in our business. So I took this business seriously. I went all in. When I saw the kind of lifestyle Ryan Morris had, I went all in. I said, I want that. He literally would be driving home from a presentation. His friend would call him and say, hey, I'm out at Red Rocks in Colorado. I have on-stage passes. You want to go? I'd see Ryan's turn signal going to the airport. And he would get on a plane and leave for 4 days. How many people can walk in tomorrow morning and tell your boss, hey, I'm just going to have a cup of coffee and then I'm going to Colorado for 5 days. Don't call me. It's almost impossible, right? I went crazy. I went all in. I followed his every move and everything he told me. If he told me, go out and get 2 customers today, I got 5. If he said, go out and show the business to 3 people, I showed it to 10. And hope they all say no as long as I showed 3. So when you say you're all in, 99% of people are not all in. They're just all in their minds, but they don't act on it. They do a lot of this versus a lot of all in the trenches. I went crazy. I'm very thankful to say, because of the momentum I created, my mindset, my goal, like John said, you don't write a goal down, forget it. It doesn't exist, just a wish. I went crazy in September 1st, 2011. I became executive director in 9 months. And the reason I say that, I stress, is because this. They say, oh wow, you did it so fast, how'd you do it? I said, here's the deal. I don't care about me. It's been done, which means it's possible for anybody to break that. My favorite part about promoting to executive director is the momentum I created along the way, the goals I set, and I failed at a bunch of them along the way. I just set new ones. July 27, 2011, I walked away from the car business of working for somebody else because of Stream. And I got my freedom back. And everything I say up here today is not to impress anybody in this room. I'm just a dude from Levittown who took it seriously and it worked. I'm here to impress upon you of this. If you ever want to change in your life, if not Stream, what? If not when? Or if not now, when? And what I want you guys to put in your head, I yell all in all the time, because again, priorities equal priorities, whatever's a priority to you. Stream might not be a priority, but then again, you might hate your life. So use Stream as a vehicle to get you where you want to be. I want to talk about all in here, because I love to talk to my team and implement my team here of our team, not my team, our team. And I say, who wants to go all in? Who wants a Benz? And when we do our calls, they text me, I want a Benz, I want a Benz. I know, not being negative, just being realistic, that 8 out of 10 people are not going to do anything tomorrow morning. They're not going to do anything. And I sit there, and now me, I don't curse in front of women that I don't know. But I just say, but the next week I say, hey, remember all you people who said, I'm all in, you're liars. Look at yourself in the mirror. If you ever want to see a liar, go look in the mirror. Because you guys are liars. You did not go all in. But I'll tell you one man that went all in. This morning, we're talking. Who in here has at least 30 customers or more? Raise your hand. Give it up for you. Oh my God. Give it up for everybody. 30 personal customers is called the 30 Club. We created it. It's 30 Club. It's success, right? This gentleman had 37 customers personally when he woke up this morning. Who is this gentleman? We went on Streamcation last year on a free trip to Mexico. Tequila Terry, who's over there, and Greg P in the back. Give it up for them. They're amazing people. There's Tequila Terry and Greg. They're senior directors. They got a free trip to Mexico. We're in there. Alcohol's a-flowing. And the paddle boards are going. There's a little race. Terry races a guy. They start going. Terry loses, which is a great thing, because why? They started talking. They had a lot of fun afterwards. What do you do? I'm on my honeymoon, to this gentleman. What do you do? I'm on a free vacation my company paid for. Where are you from? New Jersey. They met on a free vacation. And when I say set goals in your life, when I say do this, this gentleman is the ultimate goal setter. He's the most positive person. He has down days. He punches the down days in the face. And then he gets right back up. And I want to give you a huge round of applause, because I want to describe what he did today for Managing Director, Mr. Carl Hedgie. Get up here, buddy. Come on. Who drove, now how many people live within 3 or 4 miles from here, 5 miles from here? A couple people, right? How many people live over an hour from here? Thank you very much for coming. Carl lives about an hour and a half from here. Now he's dedicated, he's all in. So, Carl, what do you do for a living?
Teacher.
He's a teacher. We keep talking about teachers. They're real, okay? They do stuff. You have to, as a teacher, you have to lead by example. If you're a bad teacher, your kids are going to be, well, a lot of kids are bad anyway, right? But if you lead by example and it's negative, you're going to reflect your kids. Carl leads by example. It's funny. You told me this, correct me if I'm wrong. He said, James, since I joined Stream, my mindset, I'm a better teacher now because of my mindset, right? So Carl, this morning, you woke up. We talk every morning, and we get fired up. We set goals. This morning, how many customers do you have when you got to work this morning?
37.
37. Okay. Now, if we don't have a customer plus sign up here, but you hit 30 customers, you get a $200 residual check plus the average energy check, free energy check. Then you hit 45 customers, you get a $400 check. 60 customers, $600 check. Carl said by June 1st, I'm going to get 45 customers because pico rates are moving, every rate's moving. I said, great. Carl, you just made an excuse. He said, what? I said, a goal. I said, no. You said by June 1st. Why don't you do it today? He said, well, I got to go to school. Carl, shut that cute little mouth of yours and you get to work. He said, you know what? You're right. What time's the meeting tonight? I said, 7:30. He said, cool. He calls me at 6:30. And Carl, what happened today? You tell the story. I'm done talking.
So I got out of work today. I'm sitting at home. Wife's out shopping. And simply put, I had the past couple of weeks with rates being down, I had a bunch of people hit me up, say, hey, listen, all right, what's this deal? What's this thing? I said, listen, I'm going to call you when the time is right. And sure enough, today I called James and James. Meeting's at 6:30, right? This is my fault. 6:30. No, 7:30. I was like, great. I got an hour to talk to some people. So I called messages, and sure enough, I called him on the way here. James, I got my 8 customers. Today!
Point of story, ready? 8, it's not about the 8 customers. Obviously, we love the customers. We're thankful for them. They are what pay us every month. But it's about setting a goal, not letting life get in the way of, oh, I can't because you know what? I think there might be traffic on the way home, so I think I might have to make a left instead of a right. James, I have no time to get customers today. That's what people do in their minds. I said, Carl, deadline. Hey, your rates are going up on June 1st, or they're changing June 1st. I want to lock you in a fixed rate. You told me last week, you said yes. Now's the time. 8 customers, because why? When you speak like this, when you speak, without yelling, when you speak excited, they say, okay, I better do it now then. It's all about the urgency. Now here's the greatest part about why I want to bring him up here. Think about what he just created. 45 customer points. Not only did he lead by example and shatter his goal, but every month from here on out, if Carl quits tomorrow morning, which he never will because he's so excited about this, he's going to receive a $400 residual check every month, whether he wakes up or not, plus the free energy check, which let's just say is $100, unless you're Dilsheimer, which is like $1,000. But what I'm saying is, guys, he's going to get a $500 check every single month, $6,000 a year. You ready? If you make $50,000 a year, you just got like a 12 or 13% raise, like that, and he got a quarter of it today, in one day. So do you see what I mean of taking action, going all in, and creating success? Lead by example. One more time, my main man, Mr. Or you could be like Donna and have 186 customers and run us all the way. Guys, I love it. I love success. And you know what? I'm very thankful for this. And the reason I get up here, I don't have like a script meeting. I just want to cover a couple topics because I keep it real. I'm not here to sell you. I'm just here to open your brains up on, if not stream, what? You got to do something. If you're miserable in your life, you got to change it. You need to change it some way. So it's funny. I'm very thankful because without this company, I'd still be grinding the car business, which is fine. It's what I was going to do for the rest of my life. But because I took a shot, I took a risk, I took a chance, it worked because I wanted it to work. Me, not anybody else. I was told no 1,000 times. I used to care. I don't care now. I don't care. If you tell me no, great. Who cares? You say no, I say next. If you say no to being a customer to me, don't talk to me ever again. But guys, this business opportunity has changed my life. Now, creating a network is unbelievable. Creating a residual is unbelievable. It all creates options. Creating net worth creates options. So think about this. Because of this opportunity, I want you to think about in your brain what you want to do in the next 10 years. As a hobby, not as your job. Forget the word job. I don't want you to grind every day and drive to that thing where you hate and you settle. I want you to think about, George is a salsa dancer instructor, right? He probably enjoys doing that. He has an income that comes in every month, so when he goes Thursday nights, he enjoys it. But I'll bet you if it was a full-time job where he had to do it every day, he wouldn't like it as much. I'm very thankful because of networking. You ready? Network. I opened up a car dealership. I own my own car dealership now that I used to chase cars.
Guy in the room next
Cars
door.
chase me. Donna, for instance, calls me the other day. We're buying a new car and we're trading our car in. They're giving us this. I'd rather you have it. Would you rather have it than the dealership? Yes, I would. So she trusts me, we're friends, and she would rather see me succeed instead of the dealership. Just like we don't want to see the Pico executive succeed, we want to succeed, right? Think about that. I own a warranty company of all my clients. I own InstantVehicleCoverage.com, which is all of my clients. Half of them are in this room. Okay? I flip houses now with my brother in real estate. I never did real estate before. I don't even know what real estate is. But guess what? Because I built a network, I have options. If it didn't work, I could care less. I walk away. I love it. We're going to flip 30 houses this year. Guys, the reason I say all this stuff is, what did you want to do in your life? Do you want to go to Great Adventure every day and ride roller coasters? Build a residual income. But you got to start somewhere. It starts with you creating a goal and a network. Now, I'm telling you right now, how many traditional business owners are in there? Raise your hand if you're a traditional business owner, please. Couple, okay. Now, I'll bet you this. Those traditional business owners that are successful in Stream, I don't want you to just join Stream and then go away. And, oh, James told me that I blow my business up 100%. No, you have to create success. You have to get a little bit of a name for yourself, okay? But I can promise you this, traditional business owners in here, I know for a fact that Stream supports them. So if you know somebody that's a realtor, it's funny, I was supposed to have a realtor here tonight. You ready? Very successful, she needs this, she needs that, which I'm very proud of her. But I said, you need to come tonight because I'm going to show you my network. And I'm going to show you what's possible. Something else was more important tonight, sorry. Guess what? I have a lot of realtor friends I want to help now. It is what it is, guys. I'm going to sound cocky for a second here. If I got my real estate license tomorrow morning, I'll sell 50 houses this year. Why? Because I'll tell all my Stream friends that I now am a real estate agent. Who wants me to sell their houses for them? Guarantee I sell 50 houses. Why? Because I created a network and trust me. So when you're building your business, success tip here, go after people, anybody that has a reason, a why, whatever they want. But think about it like this. If they're a real estate agent, what do they do? This one guy that showed me a house when I was 21, I'm 36 now, so 15 years ago. He showed me a house. I still get his his postcard in the mail. He must spend $100,000 a week on postcards, right? How many houses do you think he sells? Who knows? But I'll bet you I could sell more houses than him with my network. What I'm saying is, find somebody that wants to create success around their network and build a network. Or if they want to open up a company in a year, tell them to do Stream first for the first 6 to 12 months. Build a little bit of success, and then watch what happens. I can talk hours about just traditional businesses, but it's about building your dreams and creating a network that trusts you and that want to help you succeed. That's number one. But imagine doing it like this. You build your Stream business up where you're making $2,000 a month, okay? $2,000 a month. It might cover your mortgage payment. Maybe you might get a Mercedes. Cool, we'll talk about that later. Like anything. But imagine having your bills paid at your house. It takes you a year to grind, 2 years to grind. Then you open up your business. Then you open it up. When you try it out, and if it doesn't work, you still have money to fall back on. The biggest reason people fail is because when they start their business, it doesn't go crazy in the beginning like they want it to. But here's what happens. They start dipping into the kids' college tuition, the mortgage payment, the dog veterinarian fund. Next thing you know, the dog dies. The kids don't go to school and they're living in their car. And they hate the business they started. You guys see what I'm saying here? But residual income creates options. Now I'm going to ask you this one question, and you guys are all going to answer the same way, hopefully. What would you rather have? $1 million in cash or a penny a day multiplied for 30 days? A penny a day, right? Okay. Now some people might get this one wrong. What would you rather have? An $80,000 a year job income or a $60,000 a year residual income?
$60,000.
Very good. Give it up for yourselves. You're smart. So imagine this. You get one customer a day for a year. As long as they qualify for the customer plus, a couple little things they have to qualify. One customer a day for a year is right around 5 G's a month residual. 5 G's a month. Would you rather go grind your life away for some miserable person, I almost slipped there, miserable person every day of your life, and then you eventually just retire when you're 75, when you retire at 75 and you're done? Or would you rather grind every day for a year and collect a life-changing income residually? I can't make that decision for you. I know that I'm going to follow Carl's lead, and he got 8 customers in one day. I know that I'm following a lot of leads in here, guys. The point of the story is this. Everything I say up here is just reality check. You guys have something huge here. Here's the problem. When you leave here, life gets in the way. So you have to make it a priority. If it's not a priority, it's okay. Just don't complain. If you need $300 a month, that's easy to do in Stream. I don't care if compliance is watching this. That is so easy to do if you blink with a little bit of dedication. I'm telling you, if you want to make $1,000 a month, you need to grind a little harder. If you want to make $5,000 a month, build a team. Build a team of people who want to create success and work as a team. Don't make it a job. Jobs suck. Success is fun when you're working with your friends, like Amy said, which I love. I want to close it out with this. You know what's funny? I keep talking about mortgage payments, all this kind of stuff. This car program, I mean, we're only halfway through the year. How many people at least have 50 coded customers or more for the year? Raise your hand. Guys, this is amazing, okay? They gave away 118 Mercedes-Benz for free. 118. This year is going to be 500 because they understand it now. Let me tell you something. I appreciate this more. People don't realize this, but I appreciate this car more than anybody in this company. Because I've had one brand new car. It was a 2000 Nissan Frontier that I bought from a dealership. That I worked there for an hour, and I got a car out and I quit. What I'm saying is this: I've always had pre-owned cars, and I'm in the car business. So if I buy a car, I have to worry about depreciation. I have to worry about this. I can't put too many miles on it, or I'll lose money on it. It's a freaking nightmare what I have to deal with. Maintenance, all this stuff. Everything I have to deal with headaches, nightmares. I have 3 sisters and a wonderful mother, and I'm the car guy in the family. So when something breaks, I got to pay for it. They don't make me pay for it. I just feel like it's my job. I'm obligated, right? This Mercedes that they gave me, I am so thankful for this car. Why? They pay the insurance. They pay the maintenance. They pay everything. Alyssa and I'm very thankful. I don't have to ask my boss if I could have time off. We wanted to go to Florida a couple weeks ago. Weather sucks here. I wanted to go to Florida. I said, let's look at flights. Let's look at flights. We're looking them up. I said, you know what? Screw flights. Get in the car. We're driving. I don't care about miles. I put 3,400 miles on that Benz in 10 days. And I don't care because I'm going to go driving to Ohio. I drove to Ohio. They said, can you be at the launch? Yes. I drove out and drove back with a smile. I'll drive that car all over the country. Guys, just imagine this. If you work hard, this is a final thing I'm saying here, and then you're going to run out the door. If you work, I mean this. I'm not going to end. You can get up.
I want you to acknowledge Andy, who got his car.
There, yeah. Stand up, Andy. Come on, Andy. Come up here. Come up here. Yeah. It's funny, Andy and I, we sat here a couple months ago and he did like your stream story, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's like, yo, I'm close to the car, man. I got a couple more. I'm like, really? I had no idea. Andy's not on my team. We talk once in a while. We don't benefit from each other, but we still communicate. We talk. We do team calls together and stuff here and there. And he goes, dude, I'm really close to the car. I said, oh, how many? He's like, I'm going to get it in probably the next 30 days. And guess what? What'd you do? You set a goal. You came up with a game plan.
I think I came next 10. Yeah, that's all.
Think about this, guys. Give it up for him. Here's the deal, dude. I got 80 people in here that want to know how'd you get a free Benz because they want one. How'd you do it?
Just gotta, it's funny, when the Customer Plus plan was first announced, I heard this guy talk about the 30 Club. All right, and it's very important that you guys embrace this, especially with your team. Because I have 6 people that came into my business this year alone that are all in the 30 Club. Okay? So the 30 Club is critical. Tara Woodman once told me that if you can get 15 customers in this business, you can crush it. All right. Well, if you can get 30, that's elite status. Okay. So if you can teach everybody on your teams how to get 30 customers, embrace the 30 Club. When they get 30, take them out to dinner. I take my team out to dinner when they hit the 30 Club. You treat it just as you would a senior director. Okay. Because the 30 Club is critical in helping you hit the Benz. Not only the Benz, you got a bonus, and another trip. Not only
man, I want to be okay.
All those things that was in that picture.
But also, you have to create a culture with your team. Like my team has become basically a second family to me. We all hang out, we all talk every day, and not only am I pushing them, but they're also pushing me. I'm motivated by them, and I wouldn't be standing here with a Benz if it wasn't for them. So, yeah.
Guys, he's talking about creating a goal, come up with a game plan, and crushing it. The 30 Club, if you just break it down, it's so overwhelming when you do this. 300 customers, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. You break it down, think about this. 10 people in an entire year. that you sit with them side by side and help them get. Don't do it for them. Again, ready? If you sign up, you're excited, I will not do it for you. I'll be there every step of the way. The second they quit, you move on to the next person. I mean this. And here's the greatest part. If they don't hit the 30 club, but they fail at 15, you still praise them crazy because they're already over that hump and they're just that step closer to getting the 30 club. You got to help people create success. You can't do it for them, but I love how you said that, man. When Carl at the 30 club, we partied. Remember that? I can't do that again. I'm too old. Guys, one more time. Give it up for my man. Guys, we're done here, but I want you to think about in your minds as you walk out the door tonight. You ready? We're on the offense here. Stream's on the offense. Steve Fisher is the most amazing. I am more excited today than I was when I understood the power of this thing. Only because now I know it. I've been in almost 8 years, 7.5 years, just like Amy and Mark. Now I know it. I know it's possible. Steve Fisher's leading the helm here. Ryan Morris, my best friend, literally took a job at corporate. I thought he was an idiot. But then I realized it's not about the money for Ryan. It's about taking this company to help us achieve next level status. The company's on the offense. When you leave here tonight, enjoy your families, kiss your kids goodnight, all that kind of stuff. But when you're laying in bed tonight, I want you to think about something in here. There's a reason you came to this meeting tonight. There's a reason you joined Stream. There's a reason somebody introduced you to Stream at some point in your life, if it was 5 years ago or this morning. There's a reason for everything because everything happens for a reason. What you do with it is up to you. If you want to take it and say, I'll get a customer every 3 years and who cares, don't ever complain Stream never worked for you. You just didn't work Stream. That's the problem. If you want to change your life, use this vehicle to take you to that next level. It's not going to be easy, okay? It's not going to be all rainbows and whatever that saying is, but it's going to be worth it. Where you sit here next year for a year straight, you grind it, and you walk up and say, hey, James, remember that talk you said? I took action, I went all in, and now I have a $2,200 residual check that pays my mortgage and my kids' tuition, and now I see $2,200, now I see $5,000. And 2019 is going to be even better. So I highly recommend in 2 weeks, June 4th. I'm sorry I can't be here. I'll be in Bermuda. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm going. Hey, we have options. I'm going 3 days early. Okay. So what I'm saying is, guys, show up June 4th here. Bring people here. Show them the opportunity. If it's for them, great. If they say no, say, hey, listen. Now that you know it's safe, would you do me a favor and support me and become my customer? And they'll do that for you. And if they say no to that, just don't ever talk to them again. I'm done. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.